I had a better idea, I wouldn't be knocking around down in this basement.
Frisco, it's a great hiding place. There's not very many people that come down here, and besides, people need authorization. My authorization to get into these crates.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Relax, the treasure's not going anywhere.
No, but we better be. Come on, let's get out of here.
Thought you'd be gone.
No, not just yet.
Yellow.
It's Morgan.
Where are you?
In Cologne, Panama.
The ship docked all right?
With one minor surprise.
What?
Guess who I ran into?
Oh, come on, Sam. Cut to the chase, will you?
I spotted Slater with a seaman from the ship.
Where?
Cafe in town.
Did he see you?
No.
That's interesting.
I thought you'd want to know.
Yeah, we have to find out what he's up to.
Well, I just can't walk up to the man and ask him.
All right, I know, Sam. You just keep an eye on him and his friend. Slater may know where the treasure is. And if you discover anything at all, you let me know.
Right.
And Sam, be careful, huh? Slater's a very dangerous man.
I remember.
All right, keep in touch.
Right.
Our friend Slater was, seeing Panama. Morgan saw him talking to one of the seamen from the ship.
Well, can that make things any worse? It's over, Sean.
Yeah, Slater can make things a hell of a lot worse. I mean, he knows things that Robert doesn't need to know. Every detail of our scheme. My only problem is, I wish I knew what Robert's next move was going to be.
Well, your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, come on, Anna. You must have some idea of what he's planning to do.
No. I don't know what Robert plans to do till he does it.
What about you? You're going to run?
I can't.
Why not?
We are in this together. An unholy alliance, though it may be.
I thought it was every man or woman for themselves.
Is that why you're behaving this way? Is it?
I'm as lost as you are.
Why can't I get through to you?
You're talking to the wrong man.
Look, if you know where this treasure is, just give it up. I mean, not for my sake, but you're killing Robert. Is this treasure worth more to you than Robert and Holly's marriage?
We could be safe in Bobby's basement, but that doesn't mean we can leave them there indefinitely.
Why not?
Frisco, you know as well as I do, they have to be returned to Mexico.
Well, eventually, yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that I think they can be some use to us before we bring them back.
I don't think I like the sound of this.
Somebody has got to come up with a plan.
What's yours?
I want to use the jewels as bait to find the rest of the treasure.
How?
Well, I don't have all the details worked out yet, but the basic idea is brilliant.
If you do say so yourself.
It's the only way, Felicia. Until we find every piece of that treasure, Tony is still in danger. Now, when that surfaces and the heat is off, then we can all go on with our lives.
If we live that long. Talk about danger. Do you want the man that tried to kill Tony? What?
Do me a favor, okay? Remind me to ask Bobby about that apartment at the Brownstone. Tony and Tanya and I would really like to move into that, I think.
Don't change the subject on me.
We're gonna let the treasure just drop for now, okay? And don't breathe a word of this to anybody about Donnelly, about Anna, and especially about Scorpio. Hello, Bobby.
Hi.
Hi.
How's Tony?
He's getting better all the time.
Oh, good. I know. Tanya's been so happy.
Yeah.
She's on cloud nine.
Hey, listen, why don't you join us, huh? Come on. Sit down right here with us. So, how's the work coming on the brownstone? Tell me about it.
We have a lot to do, but it's coming along very well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. How about that apartment? You know, Tony and Tanya and I are still kind of interested in that.
Good.
Yeah, it's not ready, is it?
No.
No.
When do you want to move in?
Well, as soon as possible. You know, we have to work out the logistics, though, first, you know, especially the security system for Tony. And also that flight of stairs, you know, is going to be a problem, too, in the building.
Oh, we should be able to devise a way to get Tony up and down the steps.
Well, we're going to have to if we're going to take the apartment. You know, it would be a big help is if you could kind of put that one on hold for us. Could you do that?
Frisco, you don't even have to ask me that. I want the three of you in there. And I'm going to check out the elevator chair myself.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I have to go to work. I don't know why I'm here.
Work?
Excuse me.
What a terrible word.
I'll see you there later.
Okay.
No, wait. I've got to talk to you.
It'll keep, okay?
No, it's been long enough. I want to talk to you this minute.
Anything else?
No, we're fine, thanks.
Well, you don't look it. You're so serious.
Well, there's just not a lot to laugh about, Ruby.
Well, sure there is, honey. You're young. That's when you smile. Save the long face for when you're older.
We're getting a head start.
Well, if you want anything, just give a holler.
Thank you.
People are starting to wonder about us.
Oh, they just think we're having a lover's quarrel.
Well, they've got it half right.
We're fighting because you are overreacting.
I just want to do what's best.
And so do I.
The crown and jewels belong in Mexico.
And I agree with that.
It's part of their national heritage.
Their national heritage? Don't you change your mind.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it wasn't too long ago that I thought that the princess regarded the treasure as her own private little heritage. Isn't that right?
That's all changed. That's changed with Tony. How many times do I have to tell you that?
Well, I'm just delaying getting the jewels down to Mexico. That's all that I'm doing.
Frisco, you could be killed. Don't you understand? I couldn't handle that.
Well, don't blame it on yourself, okay? This isn't like Tony or something. Well, don't get upset about me. You're not getting upset about me, are you?
What do you think?
Well, just quick. Just cut it out. I hate when you do this.
You'll do what I say.
No, I will not do what you say, but you're using an unfair advantage right now. Now, just stop crying and getting upset, okay?
All right.
All right. And stop moping.
Stop telling me to stop doing everything.
That's very funny. Did you know that?
Stop laughing at me.
If you'll stop being such a baby, okay? Okay?
All right. It is part of our national heritage,
And I totally agree with that.
and it should be returned.
And it will be as soon as I'm finished with it.
Frisco, please.
All I want to do is find out what's going on around here. Now tell me what's wrong with that.
Wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's dangerous. It's very
Not
dangerous.
if I'm careful.
There are a lot of powerful men involved. Sean and Robert. And not to mention Slater. He tried to kill Tony two times.
And I'm worried about everybody, okay? But that's not going to stop me from trying to help my brother.
And change your plans. Don't use the treasure as bait. You could get yourself hurt. Or worse.
You come up with a better idea and I'll drop mine in a second, I promise.
Just because I can't think of a better idea doesn't mean your idea is worth pursuing.
It's the best one I've got.
Please, isn't there anything I can do to make you change
Yes,
your mind?
you know what you could do? You could tell me where the treasure is, and you could tell me where I could find Slater and his buddies. How about that?
I wish I could.
Well, quit wasting your breath, all right? Come on, you're late for the hospital.
No, this is more important.
I have to get to the studio anyway.
Can we at least discuss this later?
If we have to.
Yes, we do. Promise me you won't do anything rash until then.
Me? Do something rash, please.
Frisco, please stay away from the treasure in the basement until we have to move it back to Mexico.
We'll talk about it later, okay? Come on. Oh, prices around here these days. Listen, is Josh there? This is Frisco. Thanks. Hey, man, how's it going? All right. Listen, I need your help, okay? Meet me in front of Bobby's brownstone as soon as you can. Just do it, okay? And don't tell a soul where you're going. See ya. It's pretty metal.
Hi.
Hey, excuse me. You look like you just lost your best friend.
I'm afraid I'm about to.
What is it? Did you have another fight with Frisco?
Just a big difference of opinion. A very big difference.
Where is he?
Into the studio. I think we're going to go over there later.